Did you just put that whole cheese stick in your mouth? Holy crap. Okay, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? A slice of cheese or a cheese stick? No, look at the camera. Look over here. You like a cheese stick, but can you take some of that out of your mouth? You're gonna choke on it. Oh my goodness. Your mouth is giving birth to a wad of cheese. Oh my God. Okay, chew that first. And then you can put the rest in. Where are you going? Where are you creeping off to? Where's over there? What's over there? Show me what you're trying to show me. Ooh, don't wipe your face with that. Mel gave us that towel. Don't throw it on the floor. Are you, hey, dude, look at me. That is not cool. This is not acceptable. Say you're sorry.
Sorry.
You don't just get to stand on it. Now you gonna eat all that or what are you gonna do?
Eat it.
Eat it? Don't put it all in your mouth at once. Finish chewing what you're chewing on, buddy. Come here, let's see what's in your mouth now. Come on. Get nice and close. Is that all you got? Is that it? Okay, chew that up. Don't run with food in your mouth. So it's been a really strange weekend for me, I gotta tell you. My folks were down, which was cool. Jason's birthday was the 25th, so he actually had his real actual birthday party on the day of his birthday, which is rare. Usually a kid's birthday will fall during the week, and then you'll have the party on the weekend, or something of that nature, right? Sometimes you'll even hold it off for a week or two for whatever reason, but Jason's birthday party and his birthday were actually on the same day. And so my folks came down, and the house was filled with boys, rambunctious boys, who were running around and doing what rambunctious boys do. And Jason didn't really deal well with it. Like, I put up a vlog that showed Jason's birthday, right? It was him opening presents and smashing a SpongeBob piñata that was hanging from a tree. But that's what I recorded, so that's what you saw. But I didn't have the cameras rolling the whole time because I just wanted to catch the ice cream cake, the piñata, and the presents. That was all my goal was. So that's all you saw. What you didn't see is that Jason had a big friggin' meltdown. Like a really big meltdown. Jason had all the boys over, and Jason's not used to having all these boys in his house. Playing everywhere, all rambunctious. And they were downstairs in the room where the foosball table is. That's also a room that has a lot of our collectibles and vlog memorabilia and stuff like that. And Jason didn't want any of it to get broken. Now the boys weren't doing a very good job of listening to him. And that means they weren't looking at him and acknowledging and paying attention to him when he talked. But that's because there are a bunch of rambunctious boys over at a birthday party. And might I add that Jason actually told them all to bring their Nerf guns because it's going to be a Nerf gun birthday party. Yeah, he didn't tell us that part. He just told all of his friends it was. So it was really rambunctious. So they're down in the basement shooting off Nerf guns and playing with the foosball table. And he begins to have a meltdown because they're not listening. And to make a very long story short, the foosball got winged across the room because it hit him in the head. So he got mad and winged it at another kid, and it missed. And it hit Catwoman, one of my collectibles. A fairly hard to find collectible unless you go to eBay now. And it hit her, and it knocked her head off. He literally knocked Catwoman's block off. And he was upset because not only was he stressed out with these boys, but he was good and upset with the idea that he thought that he let me down. Now in the end, because Jason overreacted, the only thing that got broken was because he broke it. The other boys didn't break anything. But the point is, Jason couldn't handle it. And I found him crying in the corner by the foosball table. And there was definitely a ring. There was a bubble of, distance between him and the other kids. Not just a metaphorical bubble or a psychological bubble. There was a physical bubble that they did not cross into between him and the other boys because he was just in the corner, sitting there with his head down, looking sad and pathetic and crying. And they didn't know what the fuck to do with him. It was really sad to see. It was heartbreaking because the thing is, he's in grade 5 and boys can be mean. And the point is, they remember stuff like this. And they're gonna remember that Jason freaked out and cried at his birthday party, and this kind of shit gets spread around school. And a lot of kids already perceive Jason as crazy Jason because he's excitable and hyperactive and his brain works on a different level than most kids. And they already think of him differently. You can see the way they treat him. They treat him differently. It's okay though, because Jason and I, we have a thing that we do. I've gotten this whole breathing thing where if he's freaking out, I come and I take him away from everything and I grab him by the hands and I get down on my knees and get down to his level and I look in his eyes and I say, Jason, it's gonna be okay. Let's just breathe. Just breathe. You're too upset to even think straight. Let's just breathe together. And we close our eyes and I say, in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And I'm not a Buddhist anything, but oxygenating the brain, deeply oxygenating the brain does calm you down. And that's the whole point. So before I came upstairs and dealt with Jason, I'd sent him up here to the kitchen and I talked to the boys for a minute and I was like, hey boys, listen, you know, Jason's not really used to this many people being in his house and all of his stuff and my stuff and everything being vulnerable, and he really just doesn't want anything to get broken. So, you know, cut him some slack, you know, he's trying. And a few of the boys, after I dealt with Jason, came up and they were like, hey Jason, you know, it's okay. I'm sorry, I understand. I'd be freaking out too if, you know, all these people were in my house. And so it ended up being a really good experience for him to some extent. And he went and rejoined, and that's when you saw the presents getting opened, right? All that presents and everything happened after the freak out. So clearly things were patched up and they were okay, but he really did have a freak out and it really was incredibly heartbreaking. Something else that I think was really strange to experience this weekend that I wanted to talk about is this. Do you see that? ISO 400 film. That's right, film. The stuff that we used to take pictures on before we took pictures with digital. It's film. And I tried to go and get it developed at Wal-Mart because Wal-Mart has a photo place. We've always gone to Wal-Mart and had our film canisters developed there. We couldn't. They haven't done it in 2 years. Now you're probably asking, how did you not know that Walmart doesn't develop film for like 2 years? We took this film, the last picture on this, in like 2002. This roll of film is a time capsule, and we want to get it developed so we can see what the heck pictures we took. And we can't. There's only one place in town that will do it. Only one in my entire city that develops film. And if they close and stop, we will never see what is on this. Maybe we could send it away somewhere. Maybe there's some like special place you can send it away, and they are going to charge you a premium for developing film because no one else does it. And the stupider thing, might I add, is that Jason bought one of these last year and took a bunch of pictures at Canada's Wonderland, and we gotta get these developed as well. Anyway, here we are at the end of the vlog. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Alas, all good things must come to an end, right? If you did make it to the end, you're one of my special BFF friends forever. And I appreciate you so much for being interested in the things I have to say and in my life. That means so much to me. I'm sorry it was a lot of just me talking. I just felt like today was a day for yakking and not a day for filming so much of the world around me and my household. Although we're not actually daily vloggers, as anyone who watches us would know, we're situational vloggers. So we may film more than once in a day. We might have more than one filming session and then just upload them as separate videos. I'm not really sure. I'm never sure until I go to bed how much footage I'm gonna have that day. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you with the next one. Goodbye.